Hold on, let me turn my sound off. All right, almost set up. Perfect. Hi, Jackie. Hi, guys. All right. Hello. How is everybody? Has everyone recovered from Samhain? Hi, Stephen. Hi, TLC. Hi, Ben. I like seeing your new name there, Ben. Tove. Hi, Crimson Moon. Leviosa. Hi. No, you haven't recovered from Samhain yet? So, first of all, go Bills. Yay! I know. Thank goodness. Hi, Bob. Hi, Donna. Yes, the Bills won today. So here I am in my normal Sunday garb. You'll notice if they lose, usually I take off my jerseys. And thank you, Bob, by the way, for fixing my jersey. It's awesome. You had a really boring night. Sometimes it's like that, isn't it? All right, that looks ugly. Even though I hate this chair, I got to redo it. I mean, I love my chair, but I hate the thing. Okay. So anyways, hello from Australia. Well, hello, Stephen. Hi, Anastasia. So, yes, the Bills won today. Barely, but yay, we did. Samhain, we had a really great ritual last night for Samhain. And I was saying earlier today to someone, I'm gonna miss the fact that Samhain is over, but at the same time, for me, it's almost like a post-Christmas, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm glad Christmas is over. For me, Samhain is kind of like that because there's so much building up to Samhain that when it's over, it's kind of, okay, that's over. Now I feel like I can get back to my normal life and do things the way I like to do them and get things more together. And especially this year because it was in the middle of the move and all that stuff. And there was a lot going on. So as much as I love Samhain, I'm glad that it's over. The veil is still very thin. If you did not think to put out blue moon, water for the blue moon or oil for the blue moon, you can still do that tonight. You have one more night. It's the day before, day of, day after. So you can still do that tonight. And the veil is still thin. About, I'm trying to remember, about the 14th, they say it's kind of closed or, thick again so that not as much is going through. So we still have a couple weeks where that is kind of closed like that. Hi, Maya. So keep an eye out. There's still lots of energy going through. If you invited your ancestors in last night, you may see them around for another couple weeks. What else was I going to say? There is a tradition that those of you who follow Hecate, just so you know, because Hecate is the dark goddess and she rules the dark half of the year, that if you have stuff that you grow, herbs that you grow and stuff, that anything that you keep that is still out there, that is still growing after Samhain is now Hecate's. That's your offering to Hecate. So if you follow Hecate, I would not harvest anything beyond yesterday. No more harvesting until the light half of the year comes back. The rest of that is really for Hecate. That's an offering to Hecate. And she will let you know that if you are a follower of Hecate. What else? There's some other things that come about. Mercury retrograde will be done Tuesday. will finally be out of retrograde. So that's good. We're closing off that chapter. Again, it takes a little bit, couple days for that to kind of get out of that energy, but it's definitely better for sure. Leave some of the crops untouched. Yes. Yep. For Hecate. Exactly. An old wives' tale. Yes. Me too. It's been a really tough retrograde for me. Must find a statue for her. Oh, yes. Right, Bob? Yes, if you don't have one. It's funny. She is a bit demanding, at least for the people that I know that follow her. She will tell you exactly what she wants. Must be a Libra thing for sure. It was a tough one for Libras. Definitely a tough one for Libras. I am so glad that this is almost over. She told me the picture, no cutting it. That's funny. Yep, she is. She will definitely let you know, right? Lady Blind Wolf has been so busy. I know it feels like it's been busier than usual. I don't know if it's because I moved and I'm still pulling stuff out and I still have so much organizing to do. It's kind of crazy. But it was so nice to have ritual with everyone last night. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. And were able to participate a little bit. I'm gonna this week, I hope I'm gonna paint my ornament that I have my intentions in. So that's good. And I'm gonna hang it up someplace so that it reminds me that I have, goals set. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So onwards and upwards, right? So Samhain is over. That energy is starting to come to an end. And the next holiday is Yule, which is kind of like, whoo, holy moly. And it comes up a lot faster than we think. It seems like it's quite a ways away because, we have almost 2 months, but it comes up a lot faster than we think. I usually give it about a week, honestly, before I start kind of switching my energy over. Samhain, for me, is a really hard one not to just switch it over right away. Because, again, for me, it's such a busy time that I'm like, whew, done, let's move on. And Yule, for me, as Stephen joked this morning, is one of my favorites. Yes, it is. It is one of my favorites. Yule to me is almost is a much more private holiday, and it's like a quiet holiday for me. It always is much more of a spiritual holiday. It's really about the darkness and looking inward, and I love the feeling of Yule. And I think part of that is because of the Christmas season that kind of makes it all the what do I want to say? All the, the buying and the tinsel and the gold. And I love that part. But it's also busy and commercialized and all that. And Yule is like the opposite of that. The energy of Yule is serene and dark and beautiful and quiet. So to me, it's like the opposite thing. It gives me a chance to step out of the crazy Christmas stuff and move inwards for Yule. Hello, Ross. First time viewer from some people I know. Great. Oh, well, welcome. We're glad you're here. I hate the commercial, but I love the family togetherness, warmth. Yes, absolutely. I love the decorations. I love the feeling of family getting together. Now this year, I don't know, it may be different. I was saying in our area so far, knock on wood, our area so far has been pretty good, but I know a lot of places COVID is ramping up again. Yes. And so It may be different this year as far as family get-togethers and that kind of thing. I posted a map on Facebook a couple days ago, last week sometime. That was a map that talked about the percentage of COVID in your area. And so it was a map of the entire world, actually. And it says, okay, if you're planning a get together for 100 people, what's the risk? What's the percentage of people there who may have COVID? And so it gives you an idea of what your risk is. So take a look at that. I'll try to find it and repost it so it comes up to the top again. So that, in our area so far, we are still planning on having Thanksgiving at our house. We are planning on doing it differently this year. I said to Peter, I love my boys. I miss my boys. It's really hard. It's hard for us all to not be hugging and kissing and everything. But they're not part of our circle anymore. So I don't want to risk them. The last thing I would want to do is to risk infecting them. So it's going to be a different kind of Yule. It's going to be a little bit more distanced. So far, they're still going to come to the house, but it's not going to be quite the same, right? So we all have to kind of think about, weigh the risk versus benefit. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have anyone over, but take a look at that map for the hell of it, at least to keep it in your mind. And if you're in a high risk area, that having 10 people over to your house may be kind of risky. At least think about how you want to have that gathering. Do you want to say, let's wear masks, guys, when we're eating, separate so that you're socially distanced enough that you're not, infecting each other? This is the world we live in for now until we find a vaccine. And it's far spread, right? Unfortunately, just finding the vaccine isn't going to be game over. It's going to take a while. So my parents are not going out for a while? Absolutely. You're not going to have the kids over? So far, we are. But like I said, we're going to keep an eye on that map and really think about risk versus benefit for sure. Okay, so Yule is the next thing on the plate. And I will start talking about Yule soon. Like I said, within a week or so, I'll start switching out my altar over here so that it is more Yule and less Samhain. And as I do that, I'm going to be switching around this room a little. I'm not sure if that's where I'm going to keep this altar. I don't know. We're working on it. We'll see. What else we have now? The one thing I have to change tonight. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Kay. Hi, Maya. I know I saw you come in. Crimson Moon. Hello. Salt Lake is being really stupid. Ugh, it's too bad. Sorry. MA, hi, honey. November 11th. Yay. I know, I can't believe it's almost Yule either. Me neither. Hi, Witch of the Meadows. Lady D. With family over a conference call. There you go. And we all played Animal Crossing. My special ed classroom is virtual, but most of the rest of the school is going in person. Ugh, that's really sad. And scary. It's really scary right now, for sure. So one thing that I have to change, and I'll try to remember to get on and change tonight. Tarot Tuesday is going to be postponed by a day, or maybe moved up a day. I'm thinking Thursday. Because the runes, I'm not starting the runes until next week. Runes will be on Thursdays, starting on the 12th. So not this week, but next week. I am postponing Tarot Tuesday a couple days. I'll probably do it on Thursday because Tuesday is our election day. And I think it's really important to be watching that. No matter which side you're on, please go out and vote. You know how I feel about that, but I really try hard not to put politics into this channel because I want everyone to feel welcome. And, you know, if we're going to do well in this country, we need to start figuring out how to live together, right? I voted early too. I did my absentee ballot. My husband went last week when early voting opened up and cast his vote in person. So yes, good. Going into hospital November 9th, so I've been self-isolating for a week now. Whew, good luck, Kay. Scary, right? I went in person Friday. Good. Well, yay. Good job to all of those of you who have voted. And if you haven't, go out and vote. If you don't vote, then you can't complain, right? Good luck. Bob and I voted. Yay! It's great. Everyone needs to go out and vote. Again, no matter which side you're on, go out and vote because it's important. It's important. And I am happy to say that it's amazing to me how many people have voted this year already. We have this huge voter turnout, which tells you that people are really worried about the state of our country on both sides. That you know, they're very concerned and that they want their voice to be heard, which is great. Really. Electoral college, right, Jack? I know, I agree. There's, you know, the reason for the electoral college is kind of gone now. So, yes, I agree. Thanks for last night, Jen. Oh, it was cold, I have to say. And it's funny, here it was, again, Buffalo, you know, New York weather, you never know. It was 52 degrees today earlier, and the low tonight is going to be 28. So we are in one of those weird, poor Bob was shivering, he was freezing, and poor Bob was tired because we had the sale that him and I both went to at the shop Friday night. And so we didn't get very much sleep, and poor Bob got woken up early by the cat and all this stuff, so he didn't get very much sleep. Did I not turn my light on? I didn't, did I? I have this wonderful light, and I didn't turn it on. No! See, now oh, now. It wasn't that bad. Woo! Nope, hate that. My other light. No. Oh, there it is. Too bright. There. A little bit, but not that bright. Okay. Yes, so everyone was a little cold and a little tired, and it was, but it was good. It was really a good ritual, and so hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you haven't had a chance, go back and watch it, because, again, when you create a circle, one of the things you're doing when you create that circle is you are making it a space that is outside time, so that anyone who joins in the ritual at a later date, their energy has already been felt, because it's outside of time. There is no time during that ritual in that time and space. So that is, you know, that is one of the things that I try to encourage, is to always go back. You can always go back, and drumming helped. Yay, good. You can always go back and join in that ritual and join your energy in, and you will feel our energy and we will feel yours. So absolutely. For the blue moon at the end of the month. Good. At the end of the month. The orbs, did you see them? Nope, I did not. The circle is a TARDIS. That's right. Yay. Okay, so Tuesday, I'm going to be changing to Thursday. So Tuesday, Tarot Tuesday this week is going to be Tarot Thursday, just for this week, because of the election day. Watch the ritual. Oh, I will. Love how Peter just walked right through the circle. Oh, that was funny. And then he did that with Mikey's interview too. He came right in. I said to Mikey, I wonder, I think he's getting lonely. We had 4 boys. And so, and it's been months. We haven't, I mean, my son Dustin and his girlfriend came over last week. And that was the first time we'd seen anyone in months. Election week or month. Yeah, exactly. And I think he needs to find his niche. It's too quiet. Exactly. He needs to be recognized. He needs to find, what he can do. He is, I think. But it's funny. He knows. And it's not like he had to. He came out and pretended he had to smoke. It's not like he had to do it. He smokes in our kitchen. I allow him to, but really, I allow him to smoke in our kitchen. So he didn't have to go outside to smoke. That was funny. Anyways, it is too quiet. Election week or month. I know. And be prepared. Is Peter doing much painting? No. Which is partly my fault. His room is still full of my stuff. And so I really need to work on, and that's another thing with Samhain and everything. Working on working on my room and unpacking and stuff is really going to be a big deal. That's one of the things I have to do now that Samhain is over, is to really unpack so that he has space, because he really doesn't. He was really worried and concerned that I was going to have my space available, and now I really need to fill. I have a lot of room, and I haven't had the time to unpack everything. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Where can I read about the jar spell you did last night? Linda, I was going to post. I will try to remember to post. Are you in our Facebook group, honey? I'm going to try to remember to post our ritual that we did in the Facebook group. And then we can talk about, this jar spell that we did is specifically for the blue moon. And it's going to hold those intentions until the next blue moon, which is in August of 2023. And so it's in the ritual. I will try to remember to post it in the ritual. Oh, can I do that? Stephen, did you tell me that they're getting rid of the files in our group? I think they said they were getting rid of the files. I don't know if I can post files anymore. Shit. How am I going to do that? I'll find out. I think the files that we have there are going to stay, but I don't think they're allowing us to add more now or something goofy like that. I don't know. Facebook is changing a lot of stuff. The rune study is starting on the 12th, November 12th. So not this coming up Thursday, but the following study. The following study. No idea where that came from. The following week. I'm reading and thinking, and I don't know, to keep us safe. So the 12th, it will be starting on the 12th, the rune study. Which reminds me, so those of you, I don't know if it's Kay, you're in the Facebook group, aren't you, honey? There's an event set up in the Facebook group for the rune study. So take a look. It's the same time as Tarot Tuesday starts. But it is in the events under the Facebook group. So one of the things that I posted into the event was Mama Lillian Samsel. She had messaged me. She found this rune set that I thought was a great idea. That someone on Etsy is selling this rune set, and they're fairly cheap. They're only $20. And so I posted it in there because I thought, oh, what a great idea. And so I figured I would use them, and I will be using them. I will tell you, they have come, and they're very, very cute. I must admit, even though they're fine, they're really cute. And for $20, they're totally worth it. But they're a lot smaller than I thought. So they come in their own little box. So here's the little box. It's little though. Like, I don't know, the way she posted it, I kind of thought they were going to be bigger, like this, and the runes would be like this. I don't know. I thought they would be a little bigger. They're going to turn out fine because they're going to work just fine. And the little box comes open. It's literally, this is only $20. So it's really perfect. When I looked at it, I thought, oh, of course, that's fine. It doesn't need to be any bigger. It's, I don't know, just in my head, the way the picture looked, I figured it was going to be bigger. So on one side is the rune. And then, wait. Oh, no. Ha! I was wrong. So that is the backs of all of them are this. I thought it was going to be one side said the meaning and one side had the rune. But the backs of all of them are the same. Thank you, Trisha. And then each of them has a rune and the meaning and how you say the rune, or the name of the rune, and then the meaning. So this one is Burkano. It's goddess, birth, and nurturing. So that way it's a good way to learn the runes because it has the meaning right there on the rune. Yeah, it's like a cheat sheet. Exactly. So I have posted the link for these. It's on an Etsy page, and they were perfect, really perfect. They turned out really cute. And then they all go into the little box and back into this little box. And they're stored and they're not going to go around. It's like perfect. And they're only $20. So it was a really good deal. And they came yesterday or the day before, I think. So perfect. I also like 9M from Shuffle Tarot's rune cards on Make Playing Cards. Cool. I do have a couple of rune decks that I'm going to be pulling out. That's one of the things I have to find is a couple of my rune decks. I have a couple of them. I have the one that I didn't get at the shop, but I also backed the Kickstarter deck, the Witch's Familiar Runes. And I have another rune deck too. But Jen, I should know this already, but did your clocks go back? Yes, they did. Absolutely. Viking Rune Oracle cards. Is that the other ones that I have, Deb? I can't remember. Trying to see if I have them on my Oracle shelf yet, and it looks like I do not. So they're probably in that basket or back there. I'm still not quite done unpacking, so... but yes, so that is one of the things I'm going to be using. We'll be using a couple different rune decks. So we'll be going through them on Thursdays. I have another set of runes. I don't know. I have a couple. Again, you do not have to buy a set of runes. If you look at, who was it? Was it Estelle or Finesse? I think it was Estelle maybe, made her own runes. Yep, and they'll work. So you just go out and try to find some flat stones that are about the same size, and you can paint on them the different runes. You can get, see now, in my old room, I would know right where they are, but you know the glass stones that you can get from the Dollar Tree? Yes, rocks from the Dollar Tree, or the glass stones that are like blue and green and stuff. You can get those that you put in the bottom of the fish tank from the Dollar Tree and paint your runes on those. Clay, Fumo, exactly. Yep, perfect. They're fairly easy to make. So you don't have to necessarily buy a set. Why don't the comments show on your live replays? They do. Michelle, if you watch a video fairly soon after it was uploaded, and they're getting slower at this. So sometimes it's like 5 hours or something it takes them to put the comments back in. But YouTube is going through the video to make sure everything is appropriate or whatever. So it takes a couple hours sometimes for those comments to show back up, but they show back up. That's okay. I hear you, Kay. I understand. I like the cheat sheet too. I like that for sure. And to antler slices. Oh, Mikey, that's a great idea. And hi, Mikey. I didn't see you come in. So the other thing is that will be on Thursday, starting on the 12th. I have several decks, and I've pulled 2 of them, and I figured I'd show some cards for 2 of them. I have several decks that I haven't shown, and I'm getting really, really behind. So I apologize, guys. It's with the move and stuff. It just got a little and Samhain. It got a little crazy. But I do have probably 5 decks, I think, that I haven't. Did you find your books? No, Danny, I have not. Which kills me, because had I just kept them with all my other books, I found all my other tarot books. So I would have found them by now. But I took those 3 books that I use all the time and I set them aside someplace because I knew that I would need them. And now, who knows where I set them aside. They're here. I know they're here. So eventually I will find them. I just have to find them. My phone is dying, so I have you on my TV. I'll be here, but I don't know how long I'll be able to chat for. That's okay, Mikey. Okay, so the Hillbilly Tarot. This is one I showed the paw card. How dare you prepare? I know. It's literally like, really? Come on. This is one of the ones I showed when we did the Emperor the other night. And people really liked it, so I figured I would show. This is an Amazon deck now. It used to be an independent deck. This is the back of the deck. It's a really tongue-in-cheek, funny kind of deck. Here is the Fool card, is the Hillbilly. A quilt, exactly. This is not the channel for that. The Moonshiner. You would think it could. I know, couldn't hide. I know. I agree. I can't even. They're all together too. So it's 3 books, and the Holistic Tarot is a big, huge, chunky book. So wherever it is, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, because here's the thing. What's really bad is I remember going, oh, I'm going to need these as soon as I move. So I'm going to put them all together and put them here, because whatever they're with, I thought I would be unpacking that like first. And I didn't. The Fae are hard at work. I know. Well, except that yesterday the Fae were supposed to be done. Are they in your trunk? Ooh. Danny, I will be. All right, here's what's. Oh, this is so bad. So here you have a piece. I don't know how long I've been here now. A month? Have I been living here a month yet? I think so, or close to a month. I still have boxes in my car from my move, because the last, so bad. All right, am I turning red yet? Because the last load, I was too lazy to take them out of my car. So I think I still have 3 boxes in my car. Yep. From the last load. So they could be there. That's possible. I'm in my slippers. Or else I would take you out there, but it's too cold. Oh, that's terrible. So bad. Now I'm like, wow, are they in my car? Trying to remember what's in those boxes, and I have no idea. Your moon bottle is in there too. I know I have the cutest little bottle that I'm going to put my moon oil in. That is in the shape of a moon. Can't find it. Oh, I wonder if they're in my car. All right. So anyway, let me go through this deck really quickly. I'm not going to go through all of it, but I'm just going to give you an idea for the feel of it. So the High Priestess is the farmer's daughter. Isn't that cute? This is a very tongue-in-cheek kind of deck. Here's the Empress, Ma. My whole desk from when I left my employer is still in my car from last year. See? Now I don't feel so bad. Thank you. Pa. The Emperor. The Hierophant is the snake handler. The Lovers is Shotgun Wedding. With the pregnant woman, and I love it. The father in the background. Very cute. The Chariot is the Blockader. As a symbol of wisdom. Yeah, I know, I agree. But don't forget, Mikey, that the cards originally, a lot of the original cards come from Christianity. Even though, you know, the Christians don't like to admit that a lot of those cards came from that. But a lot of the cards originally were drawn with Christianity symbols all over it. So the snake was the evil. Mountain Man. This is Strength is Mountain Man. The Hermit is the Mountaineer. The Wheel of Fortune becomes the Mill. Tutu, I'm not doing readings tonight, honey. We're just chatting and looking at decks and stuff. Justice. They didn't do Halloween because they were Christian. The TikToker said, wait until they find out that Christmas was really a pagan holiday. Yes, I know. I have seen that too. That, you know, I was telling my husband that when I passed through town, there was a bunch of Christian, I don't know whether to call them protesters or if they were just out there evangelizing or whatever with signs on the corner in our town. And all I thought was, you know what, you do you. If you want to be out there evangelizing, your religion, go for it. But I really hope they didn't like bug the little trick-or-treaters that were out. I thought, just leave them alone. They don't. The Hanged Man becomes Baptism. Yeah, I tell a story somewhere, I can't remember where, but I tell the story of what happened when we lived in North Carolina. My boys were hilarious on Halloween because, of course, we had our own traditions for Halloween, but they always went trick-or-treating. Well, they didn't really trick-or-treat very much in North Carolina. They had like kind of like the trunks at churches or something. They did that once in a while, but most people did not trick-or-treat where we were. And so my boys went around to trick-or-treat. They were like, hell no, we're going around to trick-or-treat. People better have candy. And they went to this house that was like a church in a house. And they led them through this like almost a haunted house thing where they depicted all these weird Christian scenes. The Hillbilly Tarot. They depicted all these weird Christian scenes, like a young pregnant woman and how she was going to hell, and all these. I don't know. At the end, apparently Jesus was on the cross. It was so bizarre, and of course, my boys, being my boys, like apparently literally went through this haunted house laughing and pointing at them all and calling them all idiots. Because that's my boys. Death becomes roadkill. I know. I don't know. Temperance becomes firewater. Like I said, I like this deck. I'm not sure how many people I would do a reading for with this deck. What? Your boys would never do such things. They're angels. Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm not sure how many people I would actually do readings with this deck, unless they knew ahead of time and they were, I knew that they could take it. The devil becomes the crossroads. See the fiddle? The tower becomes the silo. I used to go to a local roller rink when I was little for Christian skate night. That big man that does Disney princess photos and other satirical photos, he should have his own tarot deck. All right. So here is, wait, this is Temperance. What did I say was Temperance? Damn it. Anyway, it's the same chick. The outhouse is the moon. The sun is the youngins. Judgment is revival. And the world is the county fair. You are healed. And it is a pip deck. Just so you know, it is a pip deck. What does a pip deck mean? It means that the miners just have, however, the good thing, even though this is a pip deck, the good thing is they do have keywords on it. So at least they give you the keywords. So even though they're not illustrated, if you're not used to pip decks, you could still read it. So that's hubcaps. The pentacles become hubcaps. Old bootlegger. Queen of Hillbilly TV. King of Racing. Spirit of Tradition. And then knives. So knives is swords. And again, just pip cards, but they have the meaning on them. Old Coon Hunter. Queen of Basketball. Oh, that's funny. King of Country Music. Spirit of Self-Sufficiency. Oh, that might be my favorite. Then the cups become jugs. Again, pip deck. Old moonshiner. No more wire hangers. Queen of country music. There's Dolly. King of kings. And spirit of intoxication. Duct tape is like the force, man, right? And then, the wands become shotguns. So the pips. And then old jackass. Queen of pinups. King of rock and roll. And spirit of rebellion. That suit makes so much sense. So that is the Hillbilly Tarot. Again, just kind of a tongue-in-cheek, fun deck to have to pull out, you know. I wanted it in my collection because there's some of those cards that are very funny. The other deck that I took out that I figured I'd show today was the Merry Day Tarot. This deck has been out of print for a long time. The cups was jugs, like moonshine jugs. The Merry Day Tarot. The Merry Day Tarot has been out of print a long time. I found someone on eBay who had a stash of first edition copies that they're selling for really cheap. I think it was under 40 bucks for sure. It was 30 something, I think. So Merry Day. And I like this deck. It's kind of a whimsical deck. This is a fully illustrated deck. Some of the names have been changed. Bye, Jackie. Good luck. I hope you find it. I have to figure out my phone because I've been trying to take pictures of the moon and they turn out like daylight pictures because my new phone has the night vision thing and I don't know how to turn it off. The Empress. So all the pictures of the moon I've gotten look like daylight. Here's the Emperor. The Mentor. It's kind of a whimsical deck. I like this deck a lot. The Lovers. So if you're interested, let me know. I'll try to remember to post the link down below. Or I'll post it in the Facebook group. Strength. Cool posters. Yeah, exactly. For sure. Here's the Hermit or Teacher. The Wheel of Fortune becomes Lady Destiny. Justice, one of my favorites. The Journeyman is the Hanged Man. Death becomes Metamorphosis. Would make such a perfect Yule card. Yes. That's one of the things I want to do is take out some decks. Probably my next video like this where I kind of show some decks is probably going to be the decks that I pull out for Yule. Because, ooh, I love that card. Isn't that awesome? Time Lord. Because there's some really, it's like a change of seasons when we get to this season. So I love pulling out some of my Yule cards. The Tempter. And there's some really neat Christmassy Yule kind of decks. Thank you, Cherry Blossom. The Tower. the star. Dreams of Gaia. Absolutely, that's a good one for sure. The moon. I haven't had a chance to read the comments yet on it. Does Samhain last until the next Sabbath, or is it just the one day? So Wanda, it's up to you. Some people will be celebrating the Samhain season until Yule, the day of Yule. For me, I start to switch things over when I start feeling the energy of the coming season. So sometimes that's right after the season we're in. Judgment. Love that. And sometimes it's not until we're almost there. If it works for you, it works, right? There are many traditions, though, that will say the season of Samhain lasts from the night of Samhain up until Yule happens. When the snow is in your nostrils, it's time for, right? Is that your daughter? Who are those people there besides? So Cherry Blossom, the woman who was there is not my daughter, but may as well be. I feel like her mother in many ways. That was Cassie. She's one of the owners of the metaphysical shop that I work at, which is Mystic Dragon's Lair, and we have Facebook Lives to sell crystals and that kind of thing. King of Air. Queen of Swords. Why is this going all over the place? Spring Warrior. So she's one of the owners of the metaphysical shop. Air Dragon. Swords. Two of Swords. So like I said, these are all illustrated. Look at the Three of Swords. I love this deck. I really do. Let me just finish this and then I'll go back to your question, I promise. Each suit is a different subset of people. So the sword suit celebrates Asian culture. There's my Nine of Swords. Then the Wands suit celebrates African culture. I celebrate the energy of Samhain until Yule and gradually move into Yule energy the closer it gets. What is the best way to connect with ancestors you do not know personally? I would say also try journeying. Hi, Thomas. Or astral travel. And meditation. And calling those ancestors in. Call in your long past ancestors. Ask them to come with you, to come and help you. So the Wands is African culture. And I love how the Mary Day Tarot does this. Really gorgeous, gorgeous energy because they celebrate different cultures with each suit. Then the cups celebrate indigenous cultures. So Native Americans, and there's some other indigenous cultures in there also. Here's 2 of Cups. 3 of Cups. 4 of Cups. 5. At least I thought there was. Maybe it's all Native American? I can't remember. Why do I feel like there was... I swore there was some other indigenous peoples in here. So then the, some of these, that's what it is. Some of these court cards are kind of mixed up. Winter King. Queen of Pentacles, which should not be here yet. Earth Warrior, that should not be here. Okay. The 2 of Pentacles. So this is Norse culture, but the entire suit of Pentacles is Caucasian, different Caucasian cultures. So it's not just Norse. I don't think. I'm trying to remember now. No, it's not. Okay. It's been a couple weeks since I got these cards, so I haven't seen them in a couple weeks. And I try to keep them in order until I do them. Okay, so there's the Merry Day. I think it's an interesting deck. I like this deck a lot. It's really pretty. There's some really good cards in there. All right. Is there any questions from last night? Does she have a website? We have a website. It's not, we need to work on it. We're trying. They really do Facebook Lives mostly. I don't know if you're on Facebook at all, but really they do Facebook Lives mostly. I do a sale every Tuesday at noon called the Nooner on Mystic Dragon's Layer's profile. And then they also do a sale on Saturday nights usually. And they do live crystal sales there. We've been talking about going back to YouTube once in a while to do a YouTube sale because they used to do some on YouTube. Because I helped them out when they first started out. Before I started working there, I was doing shows from the basement on my channel here. And they're great people. So. Oh my gods and goddesses, just looked out the window and it's snowing. Woo! Oh, so the 2 guys that were here is Bob, who I met last year at Tarot Stock, and Ben, who is a longtime viewer, and who is his husband. Bob now works at the shop with us. And Ben, he's kind of part of our circle. We have a circle of 4 has been a circle for a year now or so. And now that we have the shop, it's probably going to be growing soon. So those of you who are local, we're going to talk about how to incorporate more local people into our rituals and stuff soon. It's hard when you have known each other for a year to, expand that circle because you really, it's not been 2 years yet. It's been a year and a half. It's hard because the energies in your circle, and so then when you expand it, it's you're opening yourself up a little bit. Yes, 1.5. To new energies that you may not know as much. Is MA considered masculine? Well, of course, Mikey, you are welcome to our circle anytime. You should do one day at the Witchy Shop vlog. We've been talking about it, Trisha. We've actually done some video recording for that, and just hasn't happened. We've been so darn busy. I'm not sure. But yes, some more of the locals. We've just been trying to figure out how to incorporate the locals safely, which sounds silly because I know, 99% of the locals are just fine, but we have to, there's like a line that we have to figure out how to do. Like, are we going to do it at the shop? Stephen, you're local too in my eyes. Are we going to do rituals at the shop? Or are we going to continue to do them like at my house? Or, we have to be careful, as bad as that sounds, to try to keep it somewhat separate, but still incorporate everyone, because it's a business. It's hard to figure that out. So we're still kind of talking about how to do that correctly. With my channel, you guys know that hard to screen for both COVID and psychos, right? With my channel, of course you are, Kay. Well, Bob and I will have land to keep business separate. Oh, that's possible. You could always see about renting out a hall. Yeah, we talked about that too. Do rituals in the graveyard, all wearing black. Yes, I'm sure the local people around here would love us in their graveyards, Thomas. Yes, that would go along really well. I'm still waiting to see what repercussions we have from last night in the neighborhood, because we did it in my carport, which, faces the road, and there was a lot of people that passed. So I thought, oh, here we are all in our robes with an altar and, 4 corners. And so if they didn't know before, they do now. Not that I hide it. You guys know me, but we'll see. Yay. I wondered about your neighbors. Yeah. Well, we'll see. The people who didn't know, I mean, if they came up and talked to me, they would have known anyway, because I tell everyone. My witchy room is like straight back from my front door. But I don't know how they'll react. We'll see. Surprise. Guess who's the neighborhood witch? That's right. Well, like I said, I'm going to get would you be considered a coven now? For sure. Absolutely. If we do regular ritual together. Sponsor Meet Krampus at the mall next to Santa photo set up at Yule. Well, we are talking about doing a picture with Krampus for Yule. What was I going to say? I'm gonna, as soon as I can, I need to find a flag that I can either paint a pentacle on or something, because on my big huge flagpole I plan on putting a pentacle up on it. I don't have a pentacle flag yet that I can do that with, so I have to figure it out. Yeah, when I do one for Yule, yeah, we'll see. All right, guys. I love you so much. I'm going to be changing Tarot Tuesday this week. It's going to be Tarot Thursday because of Election Day. Could you use a pentacle altar cloth? Ooh, that's a good idea. I have lots of those, don't I? Yeah, I probably could do that. We'll be coven after initiation. That's right. Yes. Featuring the story of Raven stealing the light. Oh, yes. That would be great. Yes, yes, yes. So, Tarot Tuesday will be on Thursday this week. Then the rune study starts next week. Tarot Tuesday will continue. The rune study will be on Runes Thursday. And there's lots of stuff coming, guys. I'm getting there. Now that I'm here and Samhain is over, hopefully I'll be able to get some more stuff unpacked, and we'll start doing some more regular videos besides just, the teaching ones. I like to do, showing decks. I like to do showing altars and talking about shadow work and all that stuff that, I used to do more of. I kind of miss all that kind of stuff. So I will be starting up all of that kind of stuff too. doing some, witchy hall stuff and showing you how to use things in a different way. I miss that stuff. So, yay. We will see you Thursday. Go out and vote in the meantime. Vote, vote, vote. Tuesday is the election. I love you guys. Hit that like button on the way out for me.